Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So this morning, markets not looking so good. A lot of fear, I would say reckless fear, caused by this unannounced surprise visit to Taiwan. Well, I don't know if it's a surprise. It was leaked out a week ago, and it's supposed to happen today. Nancy Pelosi is supposed to visit Taiwan today, and people are freaking out, especially markets. So let's talk about what this is all about and how it relates to Bitcoin and crypto and other things I want to talk about. So let's get started. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to get notified of all my streams. Follow me on social media. Check out CryptosRUs.com. And make sure you follow my brand new channels. All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let me change. Oh, why is my thing not? There we go. All right, so U.S. markets, futures in the red. Market bell is about to ring in about a minute or so. But overall, yeah, things aren't looking so good from a market's perspective. I know Taiwan's market was in a free fall. If you look Asian market, like the Hong Kong, Shanghai, Japan, all pretty bad, right? All due to this one big supposed surprise visit that wasn't actually a surprise. I don't know. But anyways, the top story has to be this visit. Here's the thing. I've been looking and digging, even though there's so many reports and articles about why markets are going down. Pelosi, taking this trip, but there's little reason given on why she's actually going. It's 8:30. Best bell in the industry. See, the thing is, I can't find anything that actually explains why she's actually going, which is why I think this is reckless. With everything going on right now, with the war in Ukraine and Russia, right? There's, of course, U.S. and Russian tension already. We know that China and Russia kind of are like buddies, right? And now we're doing this, but, this conflicts with what President Biden has told President Xi, which is, no, we're still, we still recognize the one China rule, basically. We're not going to support Taiwan. We still recognize China as, as the country that I guess controls or owns Taiwan, right? However you define that. But then you have, Nancy Pelosi making this visit, surprise visit, and it conflicts with that, right? So no one really knows what this is all about. That's why everyone is freaking out over this. Like, was this trip really necessary at all? All it's trying to do is create unnecessary tensions. I mean, look at this. China started firing off their rockets, right? For whatever reason. Oh, man, now I got ads. But, yeah, that's kind of scary. You see, like, 50 rockets fly into the air, and they're just doing these military drills and stuff like that. So what's the deal? I don't know. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is not a computer simulation. I mean, we're just having rockets flying all over the place now, right? No one wants that. No one wants World War III. So if there was a good explanation for this, right, I would like to hear it. I mean, if there was a legitimate reason why, but I can't come up with one, right? The only thing is somehow it's related to the elections that's coming up, and somehow this is going to reinforce more support over Taiwan or something, but that's not what Biden is saying. So again, it's kind of a weird situation going on. That's why there's so much market fears. Anyways, so there's that. Of course, China is taking this very seriously. They banned 35 Taiwanese food exporters out of the blue, right? Just because of this visit, even though these food exporters didn't do anything. China's taking this very, very seriously. So I guess let's see what happens. What's the main reason? Maybe that'll be reported soon. Right now, I don't know. And it's causing the markets to be real fearful right now. All right. Anyways, with that said, what else is going on? Well, as for Chinese companies, there's a lot of fear about Alibaba and several others being delisted by the SEC. And that's because the SEC thinks that they did not meet some financial reporting requirements. So Alibaba, if you guys been stock trader, if you're a stock trader, you may have noticed its stock has been tanking recently because of it. But what else relates to the SEC is this. There is a new petition with 20,000 signatures already to remove Gary Gensler as the chairman as SEC. We know a lot of people in crypto are not fans of Gary Gensler and what he's doing as SEC chairman, attacking Coinbase, attacking Ripple, attacking like literally every single crypto out there, right? People are not a fan of Gary. So there's a petition, 20,000 strong, and supposedly when the petition reaches 100,000, it must be considered by authorities because at that point, it is considered serious, right? So I don't know if it's going to reach 100,000 signatures. Also, I don't know if you guys caught this, but Gary Gensler supposedly is a really, really, really wealthy man. His net worth is supposed to be 100 to 150 million, and he has the money parked into a fund that is actively shorting GameStop and AMC. So some people may have remembered when, you know, all the Reddit Wall Street bets kind of pumps that were happening, right? Gary's like, oh, we need to shut that down and stuff. People connected the dots actually looking at what he was doing, and it looks like he was shorting the whole time. So that's also a conflict of interest, right? So yeah, there's some strange stuff coming out from Gary. This is the reason why people are so mad at him. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if this takes light. All right, what else is going on? I mean, there's several like bad news today. California, Illinois declare state of emergencies over the new monkeypox outbreak. I don't even know much about monkeypox, to be honest, but supposedly it's starting to spread like wildfire. From what I've read, it's not that fatal. It's a variant of the pox virus. You know, we have heard of different variants before. This one, I'm guessing, comes from monkeys, which is why it's called monkeypox. I don't know too much about it, but I guess it's spreading enough so that we have 2 states now that's declaring state of emergency, and I don't even quite know what that means. Yeah, I actually don't. But I saw this, and this can't be good, right? You could see World War III trending over here. That's again, it has to do with what the surprise visit that has no, I don't know, has no clear reason why it's happening. Let's just put it that way. All right, and then last night you could see Nomad right here. That's also trending on the side here. And I reported this. Unfortunately, you have another bridge called Nomad that was drained close to $200 million last night. So, of course, this is not good. Another bridge following the Harmony Bridge, following the Ronin Bridge, right? We don't know who did it yet. Probably the North Koreans, but we don't know at this time. So, unfortunately, another major hack has happened. This is a really good time to be safeguarding your own crypto. I've been saying that, right? The space is being attacked right now. That's for sure. You got a lot of hackers that's looking at all these projects that have hundreds of millions of dollars on them. And they're trying to do their best to exploit every little security hole or vulnerability. And unfortunately, some of them are being drained away, right? So be careful with your own funds. But overall, as a space, it's obvious that we are early. It's obvious there are some projects that need to do better when it comes to their security and patching and auditing and stuff like that, right? But that does not mean, as a whole, crypto is doomed or Bitcoin is doomed. No. It just means that we are very, very early, and projects just need to do better. Honestly, that's what it means. All right. What else is there? When it comes to Bitcoin, you're seeing still more global adoption. Bitcoin Valley launches Honduras. 60 businesses accept Bitcoin to boost crypto tourism. So we're starting to hear more and more of this. A lot more countries, especially developing countries and countries with hyperinflation, who are they turning to? They're turning to Bitcoin, right? Why would you not turn to Bitcoin? So, yes, Bitcoin adoption is still growing worldwide, right? And that's a fantastic thing to hear about. And then what else is going on? This is from a technical standpoint, looking at a couple different measurements, the weekly moving average, and then a Fibonacci level to 1.618, and how Bitcoin just crossed both. And the last few times that has happened, that was bottom. Both times, 2018 and 2020. And we just went through that just now. So, is that a bullish sign? I would say so. That's a pretty bullish sign. And of course, what's also bullish is just the number of people holding above 1 Bitcoin, which is still not that easy if you think about it. I mean, it's still 22,000. For a normal person to just like take out 22,000 from their account, it's not easy to do, right? But more and more people have accomplished that. We're getting close to 1 million addresses holding at least 1 Bitcoin. So if you're one of those people that hold an address over 1 Bitcoin, congratulations. There's not that many in the world that could say that they own 1 Bitcoin. All right, so that's a big accomplishment. And then lastly, VeChain has some news. VeChain's vCarbon, which is a carbon management SaaS platform, has partnered up with Amazon Web Services, right? I don't know what kind of partnership, whether or not they're actually going to get any technical support and any other kind of, if whether or not AWS actually go use vCarbon or not. But I'm assuming this has to do with utilizing AWS services and their compute and storage, right, for vCarbon data. That's what I'm assuming. So we'll see. Overall, it's a good thing for VeChain as VeChain continues to grow. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. This morning, not so much news. Everything is revolving around this trip. U.S.-China tensions getting worse because of this trip, and not a lot of clarification on why it's happening in the first place. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me see if I missed anything. Scrolling up. Yeah, people, I'm looking through the comments. People can't figure out why she's going. No one knows. I don't know. What is going on? I don't know why she's going. And then we have this new outbreak of monkeypox. I don't know why, but yeah. All right, catching up here. If Binance, Rover says, if Binance goes down, crypto is dead. Yes. There's a few projects and companies that I believe would be absolutely disastrous for crypto if they go down. Number one would be Tether. Tether, if it somehow goes down, disappears, that would cause so many exchanges and people to go belly up, it will be disastrous for so many years. And another I would say would be Binance, because Binance is just absolutely huge. Their trading volume is far ahead of everyone else, right? But I think CZ, he knows what he's doing. He's a smart guy, and that is the reason why Binance is Binance, because of all his moves. All right. The Feezy, thank you for saying it for me. Cal, appreciate it. Greetings from Mexico. Greetings. Someone said Alchemy Pay is fire. I don't know about fire. Alchemy Pay has been doing, I don't know if they've been doing well recently, but overall, I think the project has potential. It's a fiat on-ramp for many different chains, and also they're involved with, some of the big brands like Shopify. You can accept crypto using them, So I think they have good utility. Let's just put it that way. What would you do if you had $5,000 in terms of building a portfolio? I would probably spread it 4 or 5 ways. Probably take 1,000 out of that 5,000 right now and invest it into Bitcoin and Ethereum. Just split it up 50-50, right? And then wait and see what happens. If another week pass, right, and let's say Bitcoin dips a little bit, okay, could be a good time to buy. If it doesn't and it stays steady, could be a good time to buy. Just kind of don't rush. Don't put it all in, right? But if things look like they're in the clear, or we are definitely moving upwards, or even if we're not, right? Then take that second 1,000 and put it in. And I would say keep building from there, right? You have the opportunity right now to get in on some low prices, but doesn't mean that you need to rush in. Doesn't mean that you need to just go, okay, all 5K right now. Then when things go, let's say if they turn lower, you're going to regret it. You're like, oh, why didn't I just wait, right? You want to take that guessing out of it. You don't want to rush, right? Just take it easy, one day at a time. JJ Nitro, COVID, Monkeypox, World War III, Gensler, to be a guest on CryptosRUs. What a time to be alive. I would love to get Gary Gensler on the show. I don't do a lot of interviews, guys, but one guy I would love to interview is Gary Gensler. If he comes on the show, I have a lot of questions for him. Hard questions that he probably does not want to answer live. But, yeah, I would like to. Can AMP survive? I am scared. I don't know. Nothing has fundamentally changed with AMP. People are scared because Binance decided to delist them. So people are freaking out. But AMP, as it stands, is still the same as before. Still they're a collateral token for Flexa. And Flexa is still being used by many retailers. It's just that right now, especially right now, not a whole lot of people are using crypto to pay for things, right? So that's the reason. But, nothing has changed with AMP. I can't use Binance. I live in Texas. Texas is very strict. Texas and New York, they basically, New York, especially with the bid license, and Texas has probably their own license, but a lot of exchanges can't operate in Texas nor New York. Yeah, markets unfortunately are getting a little bit redder. NASDAQ is trying to come into the green, though. You can see NASDAQ is coming upwards, but Dow is not looking too good right now. S&P is okay. Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin, it's following this right now, right? Making higher lows. If Bitcoin does come down more, I would say it'll probably hit about like 21.4, somewhere around there, 21.4, 21.5. if it does need to come down. If it doesn't, it'll probably build a base and come right back up. Right now, if you look at RSI on the 4-hour, has not bottomed out yet, so there could be a little bit more to go. Stochastic bottomed out. So on the 4-hour, yeah, maybe it could go down a little bit more. But overall, I think Bitcoin, you can clearly see, is moving in the right direction despite all the headwinds, right? There's so many headwinds right now. So many. And with this new visit, hopefully it means nothing. Hopefully that's it, right? China gets pissed. Who cares? But hopefully it doesn't lead to anything else. Super Healthy asks, Coinbase is getting real shaky. What's your take on Coinbase? What do you mean by real shaky? I mean, the SEC says they're probing into them, but that doesn't make them any shakier. The Coinbase stock has been hammered by Wall Street. That's no surprise. But Coinbase itself, Coinbase is one of the old exchanges out there. They have a ton of crypto on hand, right? And I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon. I'm going to knock on wood, but I don't think they're going to go away anytime soon. All the big OTC purchases, guess where they're coming from? Coinbase. Where do most of the big boys store their crypto? Coinbase. Coinbase is also one of the biggest custodians out there. In terms of security, they have the most security, most insurance. I mean, they are one of the biggest. Okay, so I don't think there's anything shaky about Coinbase at this time. I think Gary Gensler of SEC is trying to throw his weight around. I think that's what's happening and scaring a lot of people. But other than that, I think Coinbase is just fine. Have I been going to the gym? No, because I'm sick. So you're not supposed to work out when you're sick. At least that's what I'm told. So, and then the kids are home. Their schedules is because of the summer vacation. It just makes it hard. But I try to do what I can still. Let's see. Daniel, you still remember me, the one that commented that BTC's go hit 16.5 next week? I'm still certain that it's go hit. I'm sorry, Daniel. No, I don't remember you. And I still, especially I don't remember people that make wild claims and then if one comes right, they're like, oh, look at me. I got it right. I'm so smart. Okay, Daniel. Okay. You should start taking vitamin C. Okay. Is Gary Gensler going to be a guest? You guys, we should start a petition and have him come on. There'll be a good conversation. I don't know if he has his DMs open on Twitter. Maybe that's a good way to get to him. I can second that. Fasting helps so much. Honestly, I've been fasting for months. Fasting only gets you so far. It doesn't do much. Fasting only works if you combine it with some other kind of diet that you can stick with, like keto. And now, if you can get on keto with fasting, it really helps. But fasting itself doesn't really help. It stops after a while. It doesn't really help. Take vitamins A to Z. Yeah, I think the point is just take vitamins, right? Or to eat foods that has the vitamins. That's even better. Like the new studio setup. I don't know if I'm going to do my morning streams from there. I think I will eventually transit, but right now I want to just stick with it. I have a really good setup to record my Reacts videos with. But yeah, I should probably switch there. Maybe tonight. All right, guys. I'll let you go. Overall, well, Bitcoin is a little weaker. Markets are weaker because of this surprise visit. No one really knows why she's going, right? What's the purpose of this? What's the secret agenda? China doesn't know either. China doesn't like it. So now you got a lot of rockets firing, banning. All this stuff is happening. And it's just kind of reckless if you ask me. This is not the time or place for it. But then again, who am I to say that? And I don't know. I'm not Nancy Pelosi, so I don't know what she's thinking. And I don't know what exactly is being worked on behind the scenes. But what I do know is it's causing a lot of market fears right now, today. But as long as this doesn't lead to World War III, we will get past this and we will come out stronger, especially as a Bitcoin holder, especially if you are holding on Bitcoin. We will come out of this stronger. All right? So, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right? And in the meantime, go check out my React channel and I Am George channel. All right? Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.